From Cape Fear, North Carolina, to Red Devil, Alaska. From Casper, Wyoming, to Death Valley, California. Let's ride. We want to ride shotgun with you for the next hour, Talkin Truckin with Deaton and Doty. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 27. All right, 27.
Surviving. Going good.
Kumar's here.
I'm here.
Christian Sneed's here. Mike Doty's here.
In honor of the 27th show, we have 27 people on.
Yes, we do. Joel Howell on sports.
What's up?
Joining us this week, Ray, as always, Jim Mackey, Kevin Lewis, Johnny Five, Justin Romo, Patrick Franks, and Florida Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you
So-
can't
I think we
forget
lost.
Atlas.
I think with all the technical difficulties, I think we even lost a few. I think there were some more when we
There
started.
might have been. I was inviting everybody this week. And also, joining us this week to reveal the winner and the runner-up of the fishing contest that we ran all summer, Denny, the owner of Al's Market here in Barberton. Denny, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on with us.
Thanks,
Absolutely. Trucking news with Ian. Wide World of Sports with Joel Howell. Florida Man update with Mike Doty. And then our drivers battle Kumar and trucking questions with Kumar. Kumar doesn't know anything about trucking, works at a public school, and is our sound engineer on the show. Also, our Pick'em contest and our beard contest. Pick'em, Joel will go over the results of last week. We picked the NFL every game, and the one who picks the least amount of wins has to pay the pot for the St. Jude's donation, and the winner gets nothing until we finish the contest. Also, the beard contest. I had to go to my son's wedding with this beard last weekend, so I'm 2 weeks in. Doty, you're looking a little scruffy over there, and Christian is great.
I honestly forgot about it.
I was going to say you look great, but I'm not going to say that now. Appreciate it.
I'm right with you, though. I didn't realize how gray it was until I let it go this long. And Zach Kern in our office can only grow a mustache, so he's got a pretty good mustache going.
And a mullet.
Kumar's in. Pat Franks is in. Mackey's in, as always. Ray. Kevin's in. So many other drivers we already got in the contest. And Denny from Al said he'll join in, too. So $250 right before Christmas for the winner of the beard contest. And it doesn't have to be the longest beard, guys. It's just your style. So you do what you do you. With that said, though, I want to get right to this because I've been excited about it all day. So we narrowed down the fishing contest to about 25 or 30 finalists. And Denny has a video, and we will post this on the channel after we reveal this right now, so you can see all the finalists next week. But Denny picked the runner-up for $200, a gift card to the sporting goods store of your choice, and the winner for a $350 gift card. We had a lot of great entries, a lot of great pictures. It was fun. We'll do it again next year. Denny, what did you think of the video?
The video is pretty cool. We had a hard time kind of narrowing it down because all the photos that were submitted were just crazy cool.
Yeah. So, Denny, before we get into that, why don't you fill us in, because we got listeners all over the country, our office staff here in Barberton, but tell us about your market. It's honestly, Ian, our operations manager, it's his favorite place in the world. He talks about it on the show quite often. The food is great. So give us a little rundown for when people come to Barberton so they know where to go eat.
All right, we'll do that. We are located in downtown Barberton, Ohio. We are an ethnic meat market. Barberton's full of people from Eastern Europe. And we also have an ethnic restaurant that's only open for lunch, which is kind of crazy cool for us. Russ and I became friends. He was running his business next door, and we'd meet in the parking lot, just kind of solve all the world's problems from time to time.
We did. I've ate lunch there so many times. The stuffed cabbage rolls to the pierogies, the homemade sausage, they do it all in-house. And Ian, it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I always get the
spicy sausage with the mashed potatoes, and I get some bacon on top of that. It's, oh,
I,
my
my
favorite.
It's all about the sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't tell you how many drivers that we have been in our office that, we've got either ordered lunch for them from there. So a lot of guys have had Al's. I know you have, Ray, back when we used to be in the old building right next door to Al's. But yeah, it's great. And I really appreciate, Denny, you taking the time. We wanted someone that was independent and didn't know any of us other than, me and some of my guys in the office. So, Denny, the 2021 fishing contest runner-up. You got it ready to throw up the runner-up, Zach, on the screen?
Yeah.
Denny,
I hope he doesn't throw up again.
who was the
That
runner-up?
was early this morning.
Who was the runner-up in the fishing contest?
In the fishing contest was Boo Candace.
That is Mike Candace's brother, and he lives in Alaska. And it's funny because today, I have to tell you, when he sent me the runner-up and the winner, I could not figure. I remembered the picture, but I had no idea who it was. So I sent a few people a text. Do you know who this is? I even called you, Johnny Five, asking if this was one of your relatives so I called out to Meadowlark and I called Jennifer Williams, the Terminator, we call her. But Jennifer, I put her on a covert operation today because there was a couple things that she needed to find out. One was about the winner and one was about the runner-up. So we did some investigating. She asked just about everybody in the building out in Montana. And then Ben and Julian, who is Mike Candace's grandson, knew it right away. That's his uncle. So, and then Mike called me right before the show. I called him earlier and let him know, and he talked to his brother. His brother's very excited. So congratulations, Boo, Candace, $200 gift card. Mike said you wanted it at Cabela's, so let's ride.
Nice.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Denny, why did you pick Boo's picture before we get to the winner?
Okay.
What was it about that stood out among the rest for runner-up?
It was tricky to pick out a runner-up in a first place, so I kind of had my wife and a couple of my friends kind of look at all the pictures too. And I'll start off by saying I live in the Portage Lakes area, which is a big fishing lake, and I have a well and septic system. And with my work schedule, from time to time, I'll forget to put softener salt in the softener. And my wife said, that fish looks like our bathtub. It's got rust stains on it. That was pretty much it. It's like, you know what? Done.
Yeah, that was a cool look. What is that? A king salmon? Yeah, that's what
And
I
it's
thought.
pretty huge.
Yeah, it's huge. So, well, congratulations, Boo, Candace, runner-up. All right, for the winner, 2021 fishing contest.
Drum
You got it
roll,
ready?
please.
Who was it, Denny? Who won?
It was CJ Sneeds.
Get out.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Get out.
And the funny thing is, Christian wins everything, but CJ, Denny, it
I'm
was
just
so
in the picture.
yeah, and Christian had no idea. He even mentioned it to me tonight. I told him we were going to reveal
Just a couple
everything.
minutes ago, yeah.
Yeah, and I
I
just
said he's
changed
going to be
the
so upset
subject.
if he doesn't win, and you just went
Yeah.
off to it. That's awesome.
And the funny thing was, so thank you, Jennifer, again, because I sent Jennifer Williams out of Meadowlark on a covert operation. I said, I don't remember Christian's son's name, his first name. So I told Jennifer, I said, Jennifer, listen, if I call over there to talk to Chris Taylor, I'm afraid Christian might answer. I don't want him to get any idea of what I'm trying to do. So I said, can you call over there and find out what his oldest son's name is? And she called and didn't get a hold of Chris. He was on the phone or something. So she emailed him. She called me back. She goes, I hope I get it in time. And then he called her. Chris called her, and she told him, Chris, Russ and I will kill you if you tell Christian. But CJ, we need to know his son's name for the thing. So
That's awesome, man. That's
congratulations,
There you
CJ,
go.
for $350 gift card. Carol will get that out to you between tomorrow.
He's
and
going to
Friday.
drop out of school. That's a lot of money.
I know, right? I could not believe it. Because Chris and Denny, you don't know, we do a lot of little little side bets around here, and it seems like Christian wins the bets all the time.
It must be in the blood, man. It must be in the blood.
But congratulations. And Denny, so let us know, why did you pick that one? Why did you pick CJ Sneed?
Well, we chose the winner because of the crazy cool colors, the background, the sky, the blue in the lake. The
Throw
green.
that picture up again, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
It was cool. I like that too.
Awesome. And as a side bet, I kind of chose that because it looks like the guy is wearing a camouflage kilt.
That's Christian.
You can't revoke the prize. No, that's not a kilt. That's pretty awesome.
That's a
It
jumbo fish too. That's a jumbo
Yeah,
big mouth.
that was with Logan Pritchett from Freight Waves.
I remember that.
Chimanga Lake. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't catch that fish if I tried. I can't catch him at the aquarium or a pet store. No. That's awesome.
Well, that's great. I love the picture. I love all the entries. We had a lot of people in the contest, and man, congratulations, CJ. Couldn't win to a better young man. So watch for that in the mail. Carol in our office will get that $350 gift card.
Awesome.
What does he want it to? Cabela's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Gander Mountain? What would you
He
say?
likes it's Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, Gander. Actually, all of the above. It doesn't matter.
I'll tell you
He's
what.
hooked.
Talk to him tonight.
Yeah.
And shoot me a text in the morning because Carol's
I
already
will.
got. I gave her the money today. She's gonna go to Giant Eagle, the grocery store. They have all those over there. Get the gift cards and get them out in the mail. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon or the latest Friday.
That's awesome. Thanks, Al. We'll stop by when we get
I
to
think
Barberton because we're
you can
not eating
just,
Barberton chicken.
You can
Right?
just do it right on. You can just do it right online now, Russ. You can send a gift card right online.
Oh well, we'll let Carol know that in the morning, guys, and then it might be a
Yeah,
little
she
easier.
can just fire it off, email right to Christian with the gift card. will
No,
be
it better
fine
go to
attached
him. It better go to him.
I'd rather just send it in the mail. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of cool getting
Yeah.
something in the mail.
Old school.
So we'll do it that way. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So that contest is over. We're going to do it next year. We'll probably change a few things in it, probably make the prizes bigger.
Remember
It's hunting season. For us, it's hunting season. We can roll right into hunting.
We could, yeah, I get, yeah,
I heard,
there's a
I
lot
heard
of
freight's
hunters.
backed up. I heard freight's backed up right now. Those gift cards might not make it for a while.
That's right.
Merry Christmas, son. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, that's cool, Denny. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. And I know I got it to him last week, and we texted a few times back and forth, and he said, man, I've watched this thing over and over and over again. He put a lot of time and a lot of thought into it, and that's what we wanted. And it was completely fair. He didn't know who the people were. So, well, I didn't even know who the runner-up was. But, yeah, that's great. And, again, thank you, Jennifer the Terminator, for the covert operation. Today on the show, like I said, with the Pick'em contest, this is important we get it out there, Joel, because whoever was the least amount of wins in the football contest for last week's football games in the NFL has to pay the pot for the St. Jude's. So who was in last place?
Before he goes,
Okay, wait.
I do know.
Go
I do
ahead.
know I didn't pick two. I didn't pick the Monday night game and the Thursday night game. I didn't. I don't think.
Okay,
That's
let's
how.
see if
That's not a good start.
let's see
That's
if
how
it made a
horrible I am at
difference.
attention to detail.
I don't even have Doty's on here.
Okay,
Oh,
he's out.
So that's
He's
0
paying.
wins, right?
We gotta
So
fix that.
we know who's at the bottom.
No.
We
don't,
have
Don't
it.
talk soon. Don't talk too soon, Christian. So,
Uh-oh.
busting Christian's momentum. The winner last week, Christian Sneed. The not so winner this week, Christian Sneed. All right, y'all want to? Christian got 7. The winner is the 2020 Meadowlark Driver of the Year, Ray.
Not 2020,
20.
17, I think.
No, it was 2020.
thought it was
No, it was
2019.
18 or 19.
It was 18. 2020, 18.
Well, I know how
Or
to spell
2020.
2018.
2018 Driver of the Year nationally.
Somebody check the jacket.
Ray Nieto.
Yeah, no, that's Nieto.
Yeah. How many did he get right?
Ray got 13.
13 out of 16 games? Yeah, out of 16.
Yeah. Christian got 7 this week. That's
Christian
all right.
has to pay the pot.
Is that the lowest? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
He's paying again.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
So-
Christian has to pay.
Turn on the. I did turn on the television, And the only thing I saw was 3 scores, and they were all losers. I was like, well, that's all right. I don't have to be in last. I don't have to win them all.
Christian, I picked everybody that I thought would lose. I'm honestly 100%.
What did so read down the list. What did we got? What did the rest of us get?
All right, so Ray got 13, Russ got 11, Zach got 11, Burke got 11, Joel got 10, Gary got 9, Ian got 9, Christian got 7. That's what I have. Wow. So, who's missing?
Well, Doty's missing.
Doty's sheet's missing, so we'll have to update that. But I'm sure he got better than 7. So
played
for right
Carol.
now, we'll roll with Christian.
Was
lost.
Jim on there?
Christian doesn't win everything.
I didn't hear
No, I
mine.
don't.
Yeah, where's Mackey's, Joel?
This is what I have. We got to fix this.
I
Okay,
sent
we'll-
my,
We'll get back to this.
We'll get back to the other two. So right
So
now,
this week I
you're
sent
paying.
Yes, I accept the defeat because that's atrocious.
Hey, at least you got your name on the winners list.
I didn't
still
hear-
have to do that before the end of the season, right,
Yeah.
Russ? We all have to.
So right now, just so everybody, and we'll move on. So right now, Christian won 1 week, Kumar won 1 week, Berkey won 1 week, and Ray. So all 4 of them have 1 win.
That's correct.
That's correct. So it's a very competitive contest. If somebody jumps in late, you're right in there with us. So there you have it.
All right.
So let's get to some news. Joel's on a roll, man. He's ready.
Joel's like, I'm going to do the sports news.
Sports news, yeah.
Hey Russ, pass me an atlas, would you?
Atlas. Just so everybody knows, whenever you hear Atlas from Billings, Montana, is the king of the dad jokes, is with us tonight. And anytime anyone says Atlas, Atlas is bringing it with a dad joke. So let's have it.
All right, guys. My daughter said to me, "Dad, what's ET short for?" And I said, "Because it's got little legs."
Where's my drum roll? You forgot it.
Yeah, I
All
forgot.
right.
It was too.
So anyone's
So funny.
welcome at any time to go to Atlas, king of the dad jokes.
Alrighty, we'll start out with the port of LA, of course. Well, actually, we're going to go a little bit more than that, but
Oh, wow.
it is still very busy. You'll see a lot of these ships out here that look like they are possibly moving, but they're just drifting, and the wind has picked them up enough to register them as heading in a direction. But these are all mostly just sitting there, waiting to get unloaded.
I have
all
some
these guys.
I have some information for you on that this week, Ian.
Oh yeah.
I was looking it up earlier in the week.
Mhm.
It takes about 11 days at anchor and then 4 to 5 days in port to get them unloaded.
Wow.
That's what it's been taking.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's a lot of ships.
It's your
Because
supply chain
Yeah.
crunch. Yep.
because it's been so backed up down here, they are going to have the port open 24/7.
Yep.
The
The LA port,
they've never done before.
Long Beach port,
They're
FedEx.
just starting to do that now. So
Yeah, FedEx, UPS, and Walmart are all going to 24/7.
But they have been coming up more to San Francisco, and then really a lot more up in,
Seattle.
yeah,
Portland and
Tacoma. Yeah,
the Seattle Tacoma area.
they've really been packing them in there, and even there are several ships that are sitting outside their harbor.
We did go from
Have you-
73 ships anchored last week when we did the show to 60 ships at anchor. Down that's just in Long Beach. So just to get
Yeah,
an
it's not
idea.
including all the other ports.
Oh yeah,
on
that's
the
just
list.
in Long Beach.
Has anyone heard anything about them opening up the hours of service?
No, I haven't read anything about that.
No, it's really just the port itself. That's the bottleneck.
Like even the DAT guys, the analysts said this week, you just got to keep pushing through it. We're gonna get there where the congestion is. It'll get better and better. There's just no easy solution. But I don't
There
think
was
it's
something
gonna have anything to do with. I don't think they're gonna open up like they did during the pandemic, as far as hours.
No,
of
they
service.
were talking about that
Really?
on. I'll have to find it on some show.
Yeah, I've never heard it, but I'd be surprised if they do that. And I don't think it's necessary.
I saw something else too. Well, it's getting so backed up, and it's going to continue. Well, I guess there's a few less ships this week than last week, but really, man, if FMCSA is looking to truckers to asking them how, what are your suggestions on how we can improve things, but if shippers and receivers would step up and unload these guys a
Thank
little
you.
quicker,
That's
it would
the-
put more.
That's where the robots need to be.
That's the
That's
hardest
a whole
part,
other
man.
bottleneck.
Yeah, I mean,
Put more
when you got guys
trucks on the road.
like, and I know everybody goes through this, but AC, Ian, on Friday, 6:30 in the morning appointment. He's always on time. He shows up at 6:20. You know what time he got out of there? 1600. 10 hours later.
Garbage.
Had to cancel
saying
his
they're-
pre-plan.
And then we didn't get the detention until today.
Yeah, it took 5 days for them to send us detention, and we were on it, but we got it. But yeah,
Wasn't worth it.
So you got to think if every day a shipper or receiver holds up a shippers
A
and
truck.
receivers, what do you think? Well, out of all the trucks out there, you got to think 10% of them are held up for at least a day, every day.
probably more than that.
At least 10%. So 10% of the trucks are taken off the road just by sitting at shippers and receivers that can't get unloaded. And you're right, it probably is more than that because they're not only that, if you're some of these places, if you're an hour late, half hour late Target, they won't take you for another 3 to 4 days. So now that truck
Yeah,
is
that's
either-
the hard part, and we can go down. This is a rabbit hole that we can all go down.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, if you miss an appointment by 10 or 15 minutes at Walmart, you're backed up. They're backed up. They're keeping you for days. But if you're early, half hour early, and they're still holding you up, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I wish there was some dock regulations on how long they can hold us, or better appointment setting, something.
Or
I
a
just
better
think
way
that-
to be
that they-
compensated.
I don't have the answers.
Yeah.
I don't know what the solution is, but that's a big problem for us.
Anywhere. in the
Christian, it's a problem on your fleet too.
Yeah.
We all experience it.
Well, it's part of the supply chain issue. It's part of getting
Yeah.
stuff moved and getting it moved quicker.
Yeah.
I think that it's a bigger contractual issue. I think it is a supply chain issue, but it all starts with the contract. If third-party logistics and carriers work together to write contracts that penalize them for holding the trucks much stronger, they don't want to pay for it. They'd find a way around it. The
Yeah.
problem is when they pay $150 to sit a guy for 12 hours, it's not a penalty to them.
we
The
got
only penalty is when it doesn't hit their shelves and they don't get to sell the product.
we got a revised rate con for AC. So his detention started 2 hours after he was there. He was there 10 minutes, 20 minutes early. His detention started. He had 8 hours of detention. We got a revised rate con for 200. Was it 225, Ian? I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, somewhere around. It was 2 something. But I mean he also he lost a load getting him home on Friday. He was coming home from Michigan. He was in Lansing. He had a load that was paying like $1,700 or $1,800 on 250 miles coming home. We ended up losing Friday. He had to sit till Saturday morning. His clock was burnt for 200 and some bucks. And then luckily Mike and I was out of town Saturday morning. I got up and Mike and I jumped on it because Mike was filling in for our after hours. And about 7:30 in the morning, Mike and I booked him. We ended up with like $1,200, Mike, in the same lane, getting him home straight through run for Saturday. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. I think it was like $1,200. It was a short run.
Yeah.
Not even 150. It was straight through pick up.
But and this is
in
the thing,
morning,
because
deliver at 3 in the afternoon.
because of that detention, because he was detained all day Friday, he got home a day late, and he got 1,200. I think it was 18 that we had going home for Friday picking up. So he lost $600 in revenue, yeah, in a day. So I don't know. That's something we don't have the answers to fix. But anyway, go ahead, Ian. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no worries, no worries. We got a little
Looks like a
off
Van Gogh
topic there.
painting.
But
Yeah, that's insane.
oh yeah, this is all these green dots are just cargo ship. It's not like bulk ships or tanker ships.
That is crazy.
These are just like shipping containers, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. This happened in Florida. Oh, this might actually be able to fit into the Florida Man segment, but here we go now. This is Florida driver. Over in West Palm Beach at the international airport there, a driver forgot that he's supposed to have 13.4 clearance there. 6, whatever.
13.
Ian never drove.
13.
That U-Haul was different. Anyways, he went through there, didn't realize that 6 inches was a difference, and
So what is that? Where
that
was he
is
at?
this
Airport?
is an airport. This is a pedestrian walkway over top there.
Oh, I see.
And,
I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at because it looks like okay. From that other angle, it looked like I was gonna say, man, it looks like he's got plenty of space.
Oh, yeah, is this one back here? Yeah,
He does now.
Yeah, from the other
He
angle.
also-
Yeah.
He
threw
also
me
hit
off.
a water pipe and it was leaking everywhere too. So be careful out there. Remember, it's 13.6, not 13.4 or 13. So
Right. Looks like he peeled it back pretty good.
yeah.
By the way, when you built that, you couldn't build it 6 inches higher,
They didn't want trucks in there.
right?
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
And
how
then
many
what?
people are
Trucks in an
picking up
airport.
their buddy at the airport in their semi truck? I mean, how often?
Oh, is that
I would
where it's
do it.
at?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was.
Tampa?
It was at the arrival.
So he wasn't
That
delivering
is-
there.
No, he was
No.
just picking up somebody.
Because when I was on the road, I delivered at an airport.
Oh yeah.
LAX.
No, sorry. This is arrivals.
So
Right
he
here.
was picking up his
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
his co-driver.
Oh yeah, what an
Yeah,
idiot.
that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. That's Tampa. That's Tampa Airport, right?
West Palm.
Florida
That
driver.
looks-
Palm Beach.
Palm
It
Beach
was West
International
Palm?
Airport.
Okay.
That's down by
That
Miami.
drive looks similar to Tampa.
About that phone call.
Oh man, it's a bad one. Here's an interesting one. Driver who was just stopping by, getting some fuel, picked up a $25 lottery ticket and won $100,000. So he's gonna pay
He's a
off
truck
a
driver?
couple things. Yeah,
Did he bump him?
Pay off his truck.
Did he bump him? Yeah. So
Nice.
could be you next. Not to push gambling, of course. And then
I never play the lottery.
this
It's
is
for
something.
the education for the kids, guys.
Yeah, it goes to the schools.
This is something I didn't think that we would be seeing so soon. These are Tesla Superchargers that are being installed for semi-trucks. So it's coming. They had to delay their production until, I think, later 2022. But here they come.
Well, the Teslas need to be
We'll
on the
see how
tops.
that goes. What do you guys think about that, drivers?
I've actually hauled those before out of Nevada to California.
Really?
Oh, the charging stations?
Well, those little white things there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case anybody doesn't know, that's Justin Romo. It's his first time on the show, and Justin has you used to be in a step. Do you still have a step, or I forgot? He's on our fleet. Are you a step
I have
or
a
a flat?
flatbed right now.
Flatbed. I knew you switched a couple times, but
Welcome to the show, by the way.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Justin's
man.
a rock
Yep.
star on our
Awesome.
fleet. Not Tony, Justin. That's what we call him.
Yeah. Do you guys think that these electric trucks could work for
Yeah,
what we need, or
What do you think, Pat Franks?
only short local
Justin?
stuff?
I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about it. If we can get better fuel mileage, that'll be great, and you get more money on the bottom line, then it'll be a good thing. But
Yeah.
But what are you going to do when you're stuck in a 3-day snowstorm?
Right. You
And
better
there's no
hope you
charging
have
station.
you better hope you have a supercharger nearby or some kind of charger. And how long are these superchargers gonna take? I mean,
electric heater.
yeah. I mean, and will these have a range for a full shift, or how will that work, and how will it work for teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that the infrastructure is really not set up for this right now.
Mhm.
Our electrical grid's crap, in my opinion, for trying to add all this extra stuff in. I mean, we're going to black out the whole entire world if we're not careful.
Look what happened to Texas during a winter storm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was horrible. Last winter.
Yeah, I was there during.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
those
we
electric
had to get a
trucks,
lot of
it'll-
people home, including Ray and Pat.
We had to get them home quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually got lucky, and I think I got home right before the storm. I didn't plan to stay home through it, but I
Oh,
put
you
my
had
truck
to.
in the shop, and I remember I put my truck in the shop, and the parts got delayed because of the storm. So
Well,
I
you had-
ended up home for a whole week.
I remember, Ray, you had no power, and didn't your house flood a little bit?
A pipe burst.
Pipe burst.
So
something.
we actually had we had power. We didn't have any water.
our water went out. It was my sister that she had no power or water.
Okay.
Or Pat,
Yeah.
did you have a pipe burst, or was it maybe Damien? Maybe it was Damien.
Yeah, it was probably Damien. I was stuck down there for like 2 weeks in Texas.
Yeah, I did have an outside pipe burst too as well. So one of my faucets from the outside, and then at my mother-in-law's we had 3 breaks because she doesn't have a concrete foundation. It's up on with pyramid. So yeah, we ended up having to go fix 3 breaks underneath the house.
And Jim, you had to be at the farm too, at the ranch.
Went 4 days with 20 minutes on, like an hour off. And the first 2 days we had to carry bucket water to 50 head of cattle.
Wow.
Twice a day. Each cow drink 5 to 10 gallons a day.
Yeah.
Whew. So we had to bucket water.
Wow.
It wasn't fun.
And we've been down to Jim's family's farm, and that's a long walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
water.
actually melting the snow in the buckets.
Oh my god.
We have a gas furnace, so luckily we had a gas furnace.
Yeah.
And we're filling up snow in buckets. That's what we're using to flush toilets.
Well, guys, we're just about at that time of the year
Yeah.
again where we're starting to. That might be one of the things Ian's going to bring up since he covers the weather for our drivers. But it's time. We've been hit with some snow, some road closures already. Go on, Ian.
Yeah, one more thing before we get to the weather. I don't really have a location on this yet, but y'all can see that, right?
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you get an atlas out and look.
Oh.
That joke.
All right, you guys should all get this one. What is a driver's favorite part about going to the movies?
What is it?
The trailers.
Wow. All right over all of our heads.
I even heard that before, and it completely slipped my mind.
That's great.
Oh man. All right, well, let's see if I can get this up here. This is why you should always secure your load. Also, as you'll see, you need the appropriate trailer too.
Oh, that's a
wow.
A coil of wire. Looks
Wile or possibly tubing.
Oh man.
Or a fiber optic boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a roll.
If it's
it's on a roll.
Man, I was hoping it was going to jump the car.
That car backed up.
Was that tied down suicide or was that tied down shotgun?
That
Down the street.
Well, that came out of a dry van, didn't it, Ian?
Yeah. Here we go.
It was tied down homicide. Let's put that way.
Oh, he's missing
Missing his
secure
straps.
missing coal
Roll-up
racks.
door, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that is. It
Yeah,
busted
it was
right
a
through
roll-out
there.
door. Past tense.
It's a roll-out door.
I wonder if that coil of wire had a road atlas.
Atlas.
All right. Which U.S. state is known for its especially small drinks?
Especially small drinks.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
There you go. Johnny
got
5.
That was a good one.
So Kumar, I know you were a couple minutes late getting here. Atlas is on with us from Montana, so anytime anyone on the show says his name, he's got to bring it with a dad joke.
Now he's got to come up
dad
with
jokes.
another.
All right, I got another one. What's red and smells like blue paint?
Red paint.
Yep, you got it.
Boom. That's a old family one
yeah,
that
duh.
we've been telling forever.
Yeah. All right, Ian, you got to pay.
We're gonna get into the hurricanes. I think when does hurricane season end?
Like last month.
I thought hurricane season was over.
No, beginning of November.
Basically Christmas.
It's the beginning of November, I think.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm
a
almost sure.
Pineapple Express joke. Okay,
That's inappropriate.
there's just a little depression, or not even. It's just a disturbance.
A little disturbance.
Yeah.
In the force.
Southeastern.
Apparently over.
Well, that just hit.
Over
I
Mexico.
saw that.
Yeah. And then nothing out by Hawaii. So good. And then, as you were talking about earlier, the road closures. Parts of 90 were closed down over in South Dakota, west of Rapid City. It has opened up now. There was also a little bit of closure over in Montana as well.
So Lee Lee, one of our drivers, Mike Doty dispatches him. Lee's stuck out there. He shut down today because that was closed. Where was Lee, Mike, when he shut down?
He's right out. He's about 30 miles east of Rapid City at a
rest area.
At a rest area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, it is looking better out there. Amazing technology we have. This is just a few minutes ago, so it's opened back up.
The road looks better.
Oh yeah.
Hold that up there for a second. I'm gonna send a picture to him. Real quick.
Looks good
Get
to
moving.
me. That's funny. That's funny. But that's what we got for the news. Stay safe out there. It's gonna be getting cold here.
Thank God.
It's not worth your life.
Yeah, it's chain time. So it's been chain time for a little while. Make sure if you're going west or anywhere that requires chains, make sure you're carrying them on your truck. I'm not telling you to chain up. We tell most of our guys if the chain law's in effect, park it. We'd rather you be late and we'll take care of it. We don't want to do it.
Chain up to get out of trouble, not into trouble.
Like Jim said, yeah.
Yep. What website is that, Ian?
I'll send you the link I have. It's a map here. I can actually pull it up. Pretty useful.
They usually have the apps too. The app you can download the app on your phone. And they have the camera views and all that too
in each state. I used to, when I was on the road, and I know you guys probably know this, drivers. So every state I would get in out west, if you dial 511, it'll connect you to their DOT road. You can press whatever for whatever road, and it'll give you road conditions. So as soon as I cross, yeah, it's probably changed now. I'm sure there was an app then, but well, I used to just, as soon as I crossed into Colorado, I'd press 511 and listen on my headset, and it would give me all the information on the roads ahead of me.
But Mike, it's the one I use. Safe Travel USA. It'll take you to basically every state's map and their conditions there.
It's kind of like
there's a lot of these ones that use this.
It's kind of like an atlas.
All right. As you guys know, I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
Where's the little?
There you go, and that's the news.
And that's the news.
Make sure you drain your tanks and put antifreeze in the line too, dry line in. And we don't have valve and all sorts of other issues going on.
Yeah, and I always use, I don't know, Ray, Jim, what you guys, Justin, Pat, watch the fuel when you come from the south. Because our guys do go north, south, east, west. If you're filling up in a southern state where they're not putting the winter treatment in their fuel, you gotta be real careful because that happened to Duhan last year, Mike, where I sent him to North Dakota. He froze up 3 times, and they thawed him out and froze up again. It was really cold when I sent him, but
John will never forgive you.
Yeah, I took one day off, and he sends John to North Dakota.
I got really good money.
That was when the Texas thing happened.
Yeah,
he had to be towed 4 times.
So sorry. But honestly, when I sent him, and John's from Louisiana, he's been with us for years. I said, John, listen, Mike's off. I got really good money going up there. You've been there up by, I think it was by Williston. I said, in and out. I said, the weather is like 40 degrees. I know. And he's like, yeah, I'll go, Mr. Russ, I'll go. I said, I'll get you right out of there. As soon as he hit the state line in North Dakota, the temperature plunged. The weather was forecast
20.
Forecast was wrong. It was
in the negative double digits.
It was brutal with the wind chill and all that. And I mean, it just happened, and I felt bad. I did help him out with some of those tows.
No, you did.
All he had was a tank top and flip-flops.
Yeah, he had flip-flops.
He really did only have like a short,
he wasn't
short
prepared.
sleeve shirt or sweater or something. But yeah,
and we did look at the forecast. I was on the phone with him and I looked, and it looked like it was going to stay, like high 30s, 40s, and then bam, it changed, and that wind came in, wind chill, it got him. So needless to say,
Lee and I looked at the forecast too before I sent him west, and now he's stuck.
Yeah, it happens this time of year. So. And then what I was getting at, I used to put in the diesel treat It's kind of like 911. Is that what it is? Ray?
That's the emergency one.
The emergency. I didn't use the emergency. I used to use the diesel treat. I think it was like $10 or $12.
One's red, one's white.
You just put it. I'd put half in one tank of the smaller bottle, half in the other. Conditions your fuel. After I started using that, I never froze up. And I ran 80, 90 all the way across all the time in the winter. I was, I'm from up north, so it didn't bother me. But you got to be careful when you're fueling in the south, and then you come up north.
Yeah. If you ever see a Werner driver, you can buy them off of a Werner driver. They give them for $5 a bottle.
Oh, do they?
Oh.
Yeah. You can give them like $7-8, and they'll give you one, and they'll sell one to you.
Yeah.
Tricks of the road.
Truck Stop has them for like $15 now.
Yeah, they've went up, I'm sure, since I was buying them, but that stuff really works. All right, so Joel Howell. Let's talk some football, man. Justin Romo's on here. He's my football buddy.
Tony Romo.
Not Tony.
That's lime time.
And Justin and I
take it without the lime.
We do some texting back and forth during football games. Matter of fact, Justin, I didn't respond to you last weekend because I was at my son's wedding up by Chicago. But I saw your picture. Did you go to the Raiders game?
Oh, the Titans and Jaguars game.
Oh, okay. I thought I barely looked at it. I knew you were at a game. Okay.
Which I went to the first Titans game this year too. The first game of the season.
I remember that. Yeah. Well, I'm going to the Browns game next Thursday night, prime time, with Denver Broncos come into town. Yeah.
Who's on your pick'em for that?
Who do you think?
I got the Broncos.
Broncos, yeah.
So, Joel,
Broncos.
Let's talk a little football.
Talk a little football. All right. Let's talk a little football then. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
First of all?
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
NFL.
Like an angel.
Let's do it. AFC East standings. Buffalo leading the East 4-1 in the North. Unfortunately, Baltimore 4-1 with their incredible come from behind victory.
Wait,
I swear, Russ, I went to bed. It was like 10 minutes left. They were down 2 scores, and the whole New England Atlanta thing happened again.
Yeah.
All right. AFC South, Tennessee at 3-2. Out west, the Chargers. Thanks, refs. At 4-1. Did you see those calls? I had to say something.
The calls and the no calls.
I don't usually complain about calls, but that was really bad.
And I will say, Kevin Stefanski, the coach of the Browns, and so did Baker Mayfield. They came out in a press conference. I don't know if you guys saw that, but they did mention the calls. They were horrendous, and most of the people on ESPN, all the sports stuff I listened to during the week, everybody was talking about how bad it was. But I like what they said. They said, you know what? We can't put it in that. We should have played better. We shouldn't have put it in the hands of the refs to have a bad call. And so that's it. It's what it is. You got to put up more points.
That's why I say I don't normally complain about those kind of things, but after seeing it was a 4th down too, back to back.
4th and 4.
I think it cost them the game. But anyway, over to the NFC East, Dallas, the boys at 4-1 in the North. Green
How about
Bay,
them Cowboys, Ray?
Nope.
Yeah.
Cowgirls.
Hey.
Cow patties.
Yeah.
In the North, Green Bay, Cheeseheads 4-1. Down south, Tampa Bay still strong at 4-1, and still undefeated. Out west, Arizona 5-0 will be here in Cleveland Sunday. I picked the Browns. I still think.
I like the Browns this week. I know it's Arizona, but
yeah, I don't know. Run the table in the NFL is hard, but that's about it in the NFL. Let's go over week 6. You want to go over the schedule tomorrow night?
Yeah, on the pickle. Who's playing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, Tampa Bay at Philly, 8:20 start time.
That's an easy one.
Sunday, Miami at Jacksonville, Minnesota at Carolina, Chargers.
Romo, I want to ask about that game. That's in London, right? The Jacksonville game?
Yeah, we looked it up earlier because it was like at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah. So Justin, what do you think? Miami and the Jaguars. I seen on ESPN a lot of people are picking the Jags to get their first win.
Well, they had a strong first half against Tennessee too, and if they can hold it together for 4 quarters, they'll be a pretty decent team.
Yeah, and Tua Tagovailoa, or whatever his name is, he's out, right?
Yeah, I think he's hurt. Yeah,
he's still out. Yeah. So who's their backup? Is it? I'm trying to think.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Dan the man. I think it's Ray Finkel.
Laces out. Laces out.
Laces out.
Oh man, that's funny.
Is that a gun on your hip?
Yeah.
Bart Starr. Okay. Yeah, good luck, Jacksonville. Trying to save Urban's job there.
Well, he's got himself into trouble, though.
He
so.
did. Yeah, I don't think every week since that happened after the Cincinnati game, or every day, I mean, I look at Bleacher Report, and I think as soon as I pull it up on my app, I'm thinking I'm going to see Urban Meyer fired because of that.
Well, that was kind of surprising about John Gruden the other day. I was like, what? What's going on here?
I saw. Well, I kind of saw that coming once I figured out what happened. You knew that was coming down, but Urban, man, he got away with one, and they're losing 5. They're 0-5, and they're having closed door owner meetings about the credibility of the coach. I thought for sure he was going to be gone by now, but he's not.
Well, he's been getting away with stuff in Florida ever since he was at University of Florida. So
yeah, and at Ohio State.
Yeah.
What did he do wrong? I mean, outside of the marital issue and the morale issue, what did he do regarding the football team?
What it is, and I agree with it. So his team's struggling. He's got a rookie quarterback. So and coaches travel with their team, and instead of leaving Cincinnati and flying back with his team after getting beat, he went to the college bar in Columbus where he used to coach at Ohio State.
I think it was his own place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think it was. And, he's with a 22-year-old girl.
Oh, I saw the video. I just didn't know I didn't know if there was things coaching-wise as well.
No, it was mainly the team that he, like his locker, his players came out and said they don't trust their coach. I mean, they went back defeated, and he went on to party. And his wife's not too happy either because I saw the Instagram or whatever she said. They had it on Bleacher Report too. She said, after that came out, it said, meanwhile, whatever she calls herself, Mimi, is with the grandkids, and she's not happy.
Well, I heard she handled it pretty well. I mean, everybody.
She did say
we're all human.
Yeah.
And he does deserve the right to make a mistake, and that's his personal issue. But
yeah.
I roll back that if Tebow was there, guys, this whole thing could have been avoided.
God bless Tebow.
And I was really surprised that wasn't on Joel's backdrop, because I was thinking, like, man, like,
I didn't want to touch that this week.
Okay,
Christian.
all right, gotcha. Or at least I thought maybe the Raiders coach, because we spent 7 days. It's time to flip to a new coach. So.
Yeah.
Then they all got mad too because he canceled practice on Monday to deal with what was going on too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He kind of lost the team. That's where it really falls down to, and I kind of agree with it. You're losing. You got a rookie quarterback. These guys are 0-3, 0-4 at the time, and now 0-5. And he's got players coming out saying we don't trust our coach. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, Urban. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck, Urban.
Hey, there's been a lot of problem with kicking this year too.
Oh, did you see the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers? I think they
like 6 missed field goals.
5 field goals.
Yeah.
Nobody could win.
You had one job. All right. So the Chargers will be in Baltimore. The Rams will be in New Jersey, take on the Giants. Houston, Texas at Indy. Kansas City Chiefs at the Washington football team, Carroll. Green Bay at Chicago. Cincinnati at Detroit. Arizona at Cleveland. Dallas at New England. Las Vegas at Denver. And Seattle at Pittsburgh. Monday night, Bills, red hot Bills at Tennessee. Do not want to play the Bills right now.
They look good, too.
They are. They're smoking.
And they're not getting a lot of points scored on them either. So, I mean, there's a big, huge point differential between points scored and points against.
Yep. All right,
you realize how hot they got at the end of the playoffs last year before they lost.
Yeah.
They were coming together then.
Yeah.
They're better now.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. For what it's worth, I chose Cleveland over Arizona this week for all you Barber
I did too.
boys.
Me too. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Christian.
Yeah, man.
All right. We'll lose together. All right, NCAA. Number 10 ranked Michigan State at Indiana. That's a noon game Saturday. Number 9 Oregon at home against Cal. That's a Friday night game at 10:30, 22:30 Eastern Time. Number 8 Michigan is idle. Number 7 Penn State is idle. Number 6 Ohio State is idle. I think the whole Big Ten's off. Number 5 Alabama at Mississippi State. Lost the first game.
I feel sorry for.
Oh, sure you do.
I feel sorry for Mississippi State this week because they're going to get it taken out on them.
Yeah, how about that Alabama practice this week?
I didn't see it.
I wouldn't want to be on that.
Oh
team.
yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a night game, 16th this Saturday. Look out, Alabama can still run the table and get in. So somebody else needs to beat them. Number 4 Oklahoma at home against TCU. 7:30 p.m. start. Number 3, Cincinnati at home against Central Florida. That's a noon start Saturday. Number 2, Iowa at home against Purdue. And number 1, probably the game of the week, Georgia at home against undefeated Kentucky. And that's a 15:30 start Saturday. It's going to be a good game, guys. All right, leading over to Major League Baseball. 5 teams left. Game 5 tonight in the Bay. Last night, LA 7, Giants 2 to take game 4. Tonight is the deciding game. Loser goes home. Winner to play Atlanta. San Fran wins,
Braves.
they will host. If LA wins, they'll be on the road. And over in the American League, Boston at Houston, game 1. That's Friday night. And remember, the National League Championship Series are a best of 7. And let's see, the NBA opens next week, and the NHL opened last night. I don't know who won. I believe it was Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. And that is sports for the week, guys.
All right, thanks, Joel.
Wait a minute, Swarthy. What about the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight? The most amazing fight in recent times.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was.
Elaborate on that.
So,
elaborate on it. So it was the third fight of the trilogy.
I saw the winning punch or whatever on Bleacher.
Oh, there were a lot of winning punches. It could have gone both ways. I mean, it reminded me of the old boxing. I mean, it was
old heavyweight.
Yep, old heavyweight boxing. And just using your weight to your advantage, and then having a guy with guns that can just come out and blasting you, and to wake yourself up off the mat twice.
So what round did it go? The whole.
It was
it didn't
10 or
go
11.
the distance.
No, it was almost went the distance.
Yeah,
it was the 11th.
11th round, yeah. And I mean, and you could tell it was neat. It was almost like watching Rocky. They're getting tired. You know, it goes down. The lady holds up a scorecard. Then you roll to the next round. I mean, it was reminded me when I used to watch boxing with my dad on Friday nights. It was something special.
Did you see?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, but
bring back boxing.
I saw
was $80.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Was it on pay-per-view? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pay-per-view. Yeah. And it was and I thought $80 was steep. The fights before it were pretty good, just kind of mashing guys around, but the main event was well worth it. It was a great fight.
Nice.
Did you get a chance to review it?
I did see a couple of punches, like I said, and I was at my son's wedding, so I missed a lot of sports. I missed all day Saturday. But I was so shocked when I got back to my hotel Saturday night and I saw that Alabama lost. I could not believe it. It was pretty crazy. And then I saw Sunday. I saw a little bit of the highlights of that fight. Yeah. But if it was pay-per-view, I don't think you can watch it it takes a minute for it to hit like YouTube.
Legally, yes. Yeah, legally, yeah. And I mean,
definitely watch it.
And I think the cool part about Tyson is he talks from like 6'9" world heavyweight champion to talk about mental illness and his deals with anxiety and things like that. Like that's a pretty courageous stance. And so that's the guy I was going for.
Yeah, I like him too.
His story is just, I mean, like he was like a couple years ago, he was like maybe over 300 pounds, right? And, yeah, and then all of a sudden he bounced back.
Yeah, he was like almost 400 pounds, and he was doing all sorts of drugs. Didn't care about his life. He had a wife and kids, and he had that moment, and he woke up, and he says every day since then it's been 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, and Deontay said something about him one time, like I'm glad he's fat and he's out of here because I'd hurt him if he got in the ring, and he heard that and he said, all right, I'm going to get my stuff together and get it together. So it's a cool comeback story.
Yeah, it is. I like that. So Atlas.
To keep it on the subject here of losing weight and stuff, I wanted to go on a diet, but I feel like I have way too much on my plate right now.
Oh, that's great.
That's a good one.
I'm totally saying that tonight.
All right. So, Mike, Doty, we wanted to go over your guys real quick, and then we'll get to Christian. But let's hit some Florida Man updates. What's been happening with Florida Man?
Florida Man, let's see. Hang on 1 second. I got some Florida Man for you. Let's see. Man suspected of having sex with a van.
What?
Officers responding to a call Tuesday evening found the suspect, 35-year-old Michael Henson, wearing only a pair of black shorts and black shoes. Henson was taken into custody while the officer spoke to a female witness. Oh, I didn't tell you. I pulled these stories from Ohio.
I see
I was
what
going
he
to say
did there.
that was not on there.
Did you guys see what he did?
He switched it up. It's not what Zach sent you.
Ohio.
Damn, I had some
All
good
right,
ones too.
Ohio Man. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Phyllis Jefferson
Was he
stabbed
from
boyfriend
Florida,
for
though?
eating her salsa. No,
Wait,
you
say
know
that?
what? What's funny? Phyllis Jefferson stabbed her boyfriend for eating some salsa. For eating her salsa. School bus driver fired for beer drinking selfie.
Yeah, that was me.
while she was driving the bus, I guess. But no,
Are
what's
these
funny
still
was when I was
Ohio?
looking for those, they have a website that has what was it? I forget what it was, but it was Ohio or Florida, right? And they had this thing like they told you a story, and you had to guess whether it was Ohio or Florida.
Maybe we should start doing that, Mike.
Yeah, right.
Because isn't it a thing? Everybody, if you weren't born in Florida, you're probably from Ohio and lived there and moved there.
No, I thought that was pretty funny though.
That was
But yeah, there was a website that had that little game there. So, but no, Florida Man. Let's see, sword wielding Florida Man sets sail with Captain Morgan, sets a fire and then causes rain in his jail cell.
Oh, he's in
Titusville
jail.
officers, I guess, sword wielding Florida Man sets sail with Captain Morgan, sets a fire and then causes rain in his jail cell. Titusville officers found a man sitting in his front yard holding a sword and chugging a bottle of rum, responding to an active fire Thursday, according to a police report. Investigators said the suspect, Scott Taylor, was drinking Captain Morgan and surrounded by open containers of alcohol upon their arrival.
The only thing he's guilty of is having a good time.
Right?
Straight up.
He was in his yard. Yeah. I mean, that's like the other guy. He got a little drunk and had sex with the front of his van.
Happens to the best of us.
I mean, he didn't use the tailpipe?
They found him.
I
So
would at
that
least go
story
with
that
the tailpipe.
right, the Ohio story that I told you about. Yeah, the guy. It was the grill.
Oh,
The
man.
grill of it.
To each his own.
What city was
yeah,
that
right.
in?
Much could go wrong.
What kind of van was this?
Right. So many questions, right? Man suspected of having sex with a man. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't
Barberton,
screenshot
Ohio.
the
Oh.
city. No, there was.
Fifth Street.
I don't know.
I did
I
see a
don't know.
guy
You mean-
yesterday. He was
Having sex with his van.
Those weren't recent though.
Volkswagen.
Some of them were from 2018. Or some of them, yeah, those weren't recent from Ohio.
Oh,
Though.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next Florida man. I'll kill you. Okay. Jailed Florida man arrested using sign language to threaten woman over stolen mail. Florida man is at it again. This time in jail while using a video text to threaten an ex-girlfriend. According to deputies at Pinellas County Jail, been there.
What?
Pinellas County or just the jail?
Robert Johnson threatened the wife of the woman using sign language in a video text that was sent to the victim. Soul, who is deaf, thought the woman was stealing mail from his residence. So I was arrested earlier this week on a felony charge and booked in a Pinellas County jail on a $10,000 bond. Yeah, when I was 21, I got to. I paid a little overnight visit there.
Nice.
To the Pinellas County.
Pinellas County or the jail in Pinellas County?
The jail.
I got you.
No, I live in Pinellas County, but I paid it.
Okay.
Let's see. Florida man. Florida grandpa tees off. 91-year-old arrested for punching his neighbor who was 46 twice in the face at Florida Country Club because the gardener wouldn't get off his lawn. Florida cop said Thomas Conrad punched his 46-year-old neighbor after he told old grandpa to punch him. He kept saying, come hit me, said Conrad. I got the impression that the only way to end this conversation was to do what he wanted, to hit him.
It was this
Get off my lawn. That's it. Get off my lawn.
Police took him into custody when they became belligerent, telling them to get the F out of his house and balling his fist.
That's
they
my
took
grandpa.
him into custody for 6 hours, and his daughter posted a $2,000 bail. Oh, wow.
Look at that nose. He looks like a boxer. Look at that nose.
Yeah,
it goes
right.
down to the right a bit. He's throwing some jabs in the army or somewhere.
The
That
most
sounds like a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Get off
the
my
most
lawn.
badass part is he said that he considers
horn.
himself a sick individual who doesn't have much time to live. So he's a fighter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you get that air horn?
I
got it. You got it.
We can't say bad.
There's another one. We try to keep it clean.
Not twice we
Time you
can.
say something, I gotta write it down.
Hey, Mike's 3-year-old niece is watching, guys. Come on.
She'll forget about it.
So anyway, is that it, Mike? You got it?
Yeah, that's it for the Florida
All
man.
right.
So.
Let's talk a little trucking, Mike.
So what kind of van was that?
An Odyssey. It's an Odyssey. It's an Odyssey.
What have you been doing with your guys?
Yeah, I'll run through them real quick. I put together so that my guys are all on positive pay. They get paid after each load, so I try to just put a week together. Some of these fell on where they delivered like the morning on the 8th day, but for the most part, these are all 7 days. Let's see, screen share. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, Dala.
All right, yeah, this was Dala. He ran pretty much
9,600
just over
Dala
to the
Hala.
east.
Should be
Yeah, almost
Dalas.
$4 a mile on all miles in a van.
Great.
So, yeah, he crushed it. That was all miles. Let's see.
Little
Jack,
Michigan,
he
little
came out of the
East Coast.
house Sunday, was back at the house Friday. Basically from Huntsville, Alabama, back to Alabama. This was down at about $3 a mile on all miles. But I've been having, I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but down in the south and southeast, I've been having a little bit of trouble getting.
Yeah, it's
the
dead
rates I
down
was
there.
getting.
It's not dead. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still freight.
It's pretty
but
bad.
I've
No, there's
seen-
freight, but I've noticed
it's
a big
been a
drop
little
off.
bit cheaper.
Yeah.
We'll ramp up into the holidays, though. It'll pick right back up.
I notice this time every year that when the Midwest starts to heat up, the Southeast and Texas starts to die down a little bit.
Capacity.
Robbie crushed it. He did 10,850, 350 a mile.
Nice job, Robbie.
31:01, ran it perfect. He just got off of 34 because he was about out of hours. Wasn't getting any back for another day or two. Most of my guys run recaps too. So,
Right.
but Robbie,
all miles in a
got
van.
the hammer
350
down
a
and,
mile, yeah.
Yep.
And what is looks like he came out of St. Louis. That's where home is for Robbie.
Yeah, he came out of home. His girlfriend is with him this time, so he's staying out a little longer. But yeah, he came out of the house. I ran him over the
Keely.
northeast.
So Keely's with him now in the truck again.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the road, Keely. We
Right.
missed you.
That's who he credits for his good week. She kept him in line, kept him rolling. So
We need to keep her in the truck.
Lee, I just put this up here because I just wanted to kind of. He was about 5 minutes late, man. This was 4 days and into Connecticut and out, and then I had him plan that fell apart to North Carolina, canceled at the last minute. But man, he was 5 minutes late, and I just kind of want to talk about this because it's kind of a domino effect when, we just talked about, if you're early, you got to wait, and if you're late, you end up getting screwed. But he was 5 minutes late. He actually passed the warehouse guy, and he called when he got there, and that guy answered and was like, "Oh, I saw you. I didn't know it was. I didn't know that was for us. I can come back if you want." And Lee played Mr. Nice Guy, and it's like, "Nah, I was late, so I don't want to make you come back." And
I would have been like, "No, come back." Just like that Titanic. Come back. Come back.
Right. By the time he got home, the guy was a little ways away. It wasn't.
I got my wallet out.
45 minutes away. Yeah, he kind of thought about it afterwards, after it was too late. So I had to cancel his next load, and then it kind of just – but, yeah, he delivered over there Saturday, but now he's on a run over to Oregon. He's the one that's stuck in South Dakota right now. But I got him $75 or $7,500.
Is he using his Atlas to get to Oregon?
$75.
Yeah, right.
All right. This is a lengthy one. You're American when you go into the bathroom, and you're an American when you come out. What do you know what you are while you're in there?
European.
All right.
And then this was just my company guy. He did almost $4 a mile. 10-4. Yeah, this was.
What'd you get out of Maine?
Good week for him.
What about an awesome
John,
if he finished out on 10-4?
That's not Maine.
I couldn't see where it was going.
Joel, you need to pick up an Atlas.
No, that was Maryland.
What did the drummer call his twin daughters? Anna 1, Anna 2.
This is great.
And then this is John. John did 10,000, $50, 378 on all miles. So all the guys this week, most of them anyway, they killed it on.
Well, on the 5 minutes late thing you were talking about, Lee, I would have if I got a hold of somebody. I'm saying whatever I need to say to them to come back and get me unloaded. If I have to offer, I'll start with $50. I'll go up to 60. I'll go up to 100. Especially if I got pre-plans. I've done it a ton of times on the road, and believe it or not, it works.
Yeah, no. I mean, and it was just something that I just kind of learned from. He would next time. I guarantee it, he would.
Yeah.
It was just it's nice and said, don't worry about it. I was a few minutes late. Guy. By the time he talked to the guy, it wasn't like the guy was right around the corner. It was about a half hour, 45 minutes later,
Yeah.
So.
We did have a driver that got fuel siphoned out of his tank. I think it was
happened 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a fuel leak.
No,
that seems pretty frequent.
Well, we sent a message to our whole fleet to, either if you don't have locking caps, maybe think about ordering them, get them. I always had them. But, I mean, it happens. The price of fuel's sky high. So.
Did it happen at all, same driver at all different places? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know all the details. I did talk to him. I didn't know that many times, but.
Yeah, he texted me each time it happened. I was like,
yeah.
That sucks.
So keep an eye on that, guys. When you're out there and you're parked at a truck stop, it's dark. There's a truck right next to you. People can't see. And so maybe we sent a whole fleet-wide message. If you don't have locking caps, get them. People do crazy things when fuel's that high.
They were able to steal John's ramps while he was in there, and he's got a dog.
That happened to Duhan. He had a step deck with ramps and levelers, and they stole half of his equipment.
And they were locked up too.
They
I have a feeling the only reason
the locks.
His lock was laying on the ground, cut. We saw the pictures. Yeah.
The only reason I think they didn't get the other side is I think maybe his dogs started barking, or somebody was on the other side where they couldn't get around or see it.
They were just working quick, working the side of the truck that was there. John does have a a dog in his truck. It's a pit bull, real friendly dog, but if it looks scary, or it sounds scary, maybe they heard the dog, like you said. That was a while ago.
But that's expensive too.
That's very
that was
expensive.
a while ago.
Yeah, we made an insurance claim, and John had to pay the deductible because that's ramps and levelers aren't cheap. Justin.
Yeah.
Is that a Talkin Truckin shirt you have on over there?
Yeah, you can't have one.
Oh yeah, those are our. So
Nice.
those are office shirts we made for all our staff.
We
didn't make them.
I made them.
Zach designed
Zach
them.
ordered them.
And Zach
I
ordered
designed them.
And that's our Deaton Fleet Metal Arc logo that Zach created.
Yeah.
even a
Thank
year
you.
We
ago.
might have an extra.
So
one
we did
somewhere.
put Deaton Fleet on the back or something, and we got some long sleeve.
I don't think there's anything on the back.
No, it's blank.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you got the prototype. That's they sent you the proof.
Yeah. But we
It
did
looks
put
nice. I saw that in your email.
Yeah.
Signature at the bottom, the logo looked good.
Yeah. Zach made that last year. We did order.
Last month.
No, that was longer than that. But we ordered some shirts for the show from. Did you put the order in with Over the Road Apparel yet?
No.
He's working on it. He's talking to him. We get some more stuff. So, but Christian, what's happening over there in Roanoke?
Not a whole, well, actually, we got a pellet ice maker for the office. So when guys come in, they can have a nice refreshing drink off the road too. The Sonic Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got one of those the G Elite machines in the office, the little countertop ones. Puts out a ton of ice for being such a small machine.
Yeah, we have a small machine on our
A pellet ice one.
Yeah, is that pellet? Yeah.
It's bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet, whatever.
Bullet, similar difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you want me to
nice.
go ahead? I can screen share real quick if we have time.
Yeah, go
I know
ahead.
we don't want to. I don't want to shorten the Kumar, so I can save till next week if you want.
It's up to you. You can hit some
Yeah.
stuff, and we can get into Kumar stuff.
Yeah, I'll hit it quick. I'll hit
Okay.
one or two, then we'll move in. There we go. Let's see. So this week is actually last week's information. It'll be neat because next week I'll bring up this week's and give a side-by-side comparison.
Okay.
Obviously, it was a tale of home time, so we had a lot of guys that went home or had adjusted home times. I know we talked about it last week that it's something that we're glad they could take off and get that time at the house. And you'll see that it didn't really affect the revenue too much. So this is our company driver out of Roanoke. We gave him 86 versus 72% because he really took a day and a half off with his runs on how it got delayed getting in and when he had to leave out. $7,500 target, 86% occupancy, 98% achievement of occupancy-based revenue. So we overperformed for the days that he did work. $3.92 a mile, all miles for a dry van, $7,300, just bouncing back between Ohio and Virginia.
Yeah. Did he take his Atlas with him?
It's funny. He took his Atlas with him. I didn't start my presentation. It wasn't queued up and ready. But yes, Atlas, where are you, bud?
The rotation of the Earth really makes my day.
I got it.
Sorry, it took me a second.
Took me a second too.
That's
I
right.
feel really stupid now.
That's it. So the driver dispatched went home, ran 72% occupancy, Ohio to Pennsylvania, to Virginia, North Carolina, back to Ohio and Indiana. So we stayed in those pockets. We saw this week, we did see North Carolina was a little harder to get out of. If you guys get stuck up there in Carolina, want to get back over to Ohio, let me know. I've got a customer that has not adjusted our rates and doesn't plan on it. If you guys do get over there, and it pays for about 120 miles, 150 miles worth of deadhead. But that's where we're at. So right back and forth, 62.50, 410 a mile in a dry van. Still outperformed their occupancy base by 11%. Shy of their goal, but like I said, you get to go home, you have $6,250 to the truck, and taking off several days, you're good. Again, Illinois. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, that's basically what I did. Well, Jesse's going home to Hattiesburg, and he's running some apples that Tom's got him on. But so I sent him. I know he's going to be home for the majority of a week, so I told him, do one more round. It's $5,000 on 1,400 miles. Finish that round. He'll finish it Friday, and I just told him, I know it's a big deadhead, but Jesse stays out a while. I'll take a $5,000 week, and I can send him home, so he'll be home Saturday. 450-mile deadhead home, but he gets to stay home till next Thursday. So it gives him a nice week, almost a week home. And so we'll have $5,000 on about 1,900 miles.
Yeah.
It still covers, Jesse's the cost for payroll for Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse's a company driver for me, and covers the fuel expenses, everything. So I get it. Your revenue's gonna be a little down when you send someone home, especially for a little longer.
And a lot of guys made hay when the sun shined. They knew when the market was up, they captured on it. And the cool part is now you see them starting to plan to go home for things like Halloween. Right. So some of the holidays that aren't always as significant as Father's. I mean, we always want to be there, but we understand we're providers. And they're making plans and concessions for that, and their budget's there for it. I think that's a really good indicator of a healthy home work environment. So very similar here out of Illinois, metal arc owner operator back and forth, and I know you love this region. We brought it up last time, that Illinois, Iowa, Ohio, back and forth with Minnesota. Again, 72% hit 146% at $7,800. Went home for the entire weekend, 302 on the mileage. Just slaughtered it. This is Mike. I brought him up. He had gone home over in Texas. He has a $10,000 achievement. He hit 78.97. Did everything he was supposed to do. He was in home on Thursday. Didn't come out till Monday. And then I made an error in issuing payroll. The way that it imports into the system, $600 of next week's fuel fell into this week. So Mike, I apologize. That is a human error and it's mine. He was really cool about it. I called him and he said, I'd rather just have a bigger check next week. Don't worry about it. So he's like, I'm still bringing home good money. Offered to make it right, but I'm human like the rest of them. But still, good week for going home.
Yeah.
Another gentleman worked 3 days out of Michigan, Kentucky, Virginia, Indy, back over to Michigan, $10,000 target, $462 a mile, $6,700. So above his revenue base. 67 doesn't sound like a huge number when you have a $10,000 target, but if you do it basically over 3 days and you're going home the rest of the week, that's something we can all identify with.
And there's your guy you like.
I love it.
Every week.
I love it. Might be a Paul Blart from Mall Cop.
Yeah. So my drivers, are you with me? Pat Franks, Justin Romo, not Tony, Ray,
yes, sir.
Mackey, Kevin.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, so where's Joel?
His camera exploded.
Okay, but we have sound?
Yeah, we have
a nail
audio.
appointment.
Okay, we got sound on Joel.
It's the ghost of Joel Howe.
So Joel, you got questions for Kumar versus our drivers.
All right, we're ready for this?
Yeah, Johnny
Let's
5.
go.
Yeah, 10 on 1. Good luck, Kumar.
So just so everybody knows, Christian Sneed lost in the football pick'em this week, so he's got to pay. And if we get in a tie, we're going to double down, so it could go from 20 to 40.
And I've got Kumar, right?
And you've got Kumar.
I can take Kumar. You can have all.
Well,
does
that's
have
right.
drivers.
Gus has like 30 people, so I'm going to help.
Whoever
Kumar.
loses the football pick'em gets Kumar. So
That's
I
it.
got my guys. All right, let's go, guys. And Joel, don't say the answer till my drivers have a chance to answer.
All right. Here we go. Question 1. When should you drain your air tanks? A, at the end of the month, B, at the end of the day, C, at the end of the trip, or D, at the end of the fiscal quarter?
Kumar.
At the end of the month.
You should drain your air tanks at the end of the month. Okay. Let's go, Ray. When should you drain them? End of the month. End of the day.
End of the day.
End of the day.
I knew it.
Drivers. Patrick. Justin, you agree with him?
End of the day.
I agree.
End
of the day.
I'm not even going to ask Mackie. I don't want to insult
But
his
how
50 years
often
on the road.
How often do you guys actually do it?
Define a day.
That's a good question, Ian, because I know I've skipped a few days.
When your trailer starts rolling back.
But
you
Kumar,
can't
that'll
get
get
the
the
brakes
moisture and
unlocked.
stuff out of your airlines and stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, don't tell him that. All right, question
I'm
2.
teaching him. The
Kumar,
purpose.
That could've
if
been
the
another
air
question.
tanks are not drained,
So,
then A, your transmission fluid may drain, or B, your left side brake will cease to operate. C, you will drive too quickly. Or D, your brakes may fail due to freezing up.
I already forgot it already.
These are two low inside bitches, Kumar. Come on, bro. I'm gonna have to use my kid's gift card to pay this thing.
So
what was the first couple?
All right, so what happens if your air tanks are not drained? Is it A, your transmission fluid may drain? Or is it B, your left side brake will cease to operate? Or C, you will drive too quickly? Or D, your brakes may fail due to freezing up?
Gonna go with D.
So everybody said, what do y'all say?
Yep.
He's got it.
It's D.
There we go.
That's right.
All right.
I kind of gave it away if he really thought about it.
Chris
when
was
I-
over there gritting his teeth.
Yeah. Kumar, you would have been fired.
I can't believe he missed the first one. No. The first one's like a low inside lob. I'm like, yes, this is going to start off good. No,
And he
it's
lost
1-1.
1-1.
All right, question 3. How can you tell if your vehicle is equipped with an anti-lock braking system? A, check if the vehicle was manufactured after 1998. B, check if the vehicle was manufactured after 2000. C, if it was manufactured after 2010. Or D, the ABS is still optional.
After 2000, I think. I just know because the light's on all the time in my. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Tell you were born in the 90s, son.
So,
Find a snowy road, slam on the brakes.
drivers, who wants to go? Anybody know? After 2000, after 1998, after what was the other one?
2010, or is the ABS still optional?
I think I know.
Any of you speak up?
I
I
thought
think it's
2000.
2010. I think.
2010, because I have a 2002 and it does not have ABS.
And I have a 99 and I don't have ABS.
All right.
I meant to say after 1998, but
So
I'm
he
going to
says
change my
no.
answer to 2010.
Joel, was it 2010?
No, the correct answer is 1998.
Oh, yes.
Well, my truck
was
does
it
not
optional?
have ABS.
Yeah, because I had a
In 99?
2003 Cavalier, and I knew it had it.
So nobody gets that one.
Well, you didn't even ask me.
Yeah, you hard at it, Eddie.
Yeah, you didn't. We didn't ask Jim. You got to speak up.
Hey, Jim, you're an honest guy.
There's
What's your
37
answer?
people
I
in
trust him. I trust you, Jim. What's your answer?
It was 98. I can remember the Freightliner. It was a little Freightliner I drove ahead of.
They bought one that year.
Yeah.
I'm not for losing contests, but that sounds pretty honest. I'm convinced.
All right, we give it to him. My guys.
Come on, come back, Kumar. Let's go.
Question 4. Which of the following is not part of the drum brake? A, the slack adjuster. B, the brake drum. C, the safety valve. Or the D, the return spring. Which of the following is not part of the drum brake?
That's all mumbo jumbo to me, but I'm going to go with C.
What was the answers again? Read them.
Is A, slack adjuster. B, brake drum. C, safety valve. Or D, return spring.
Yeah, C, safety valve.
That's not part of it. Is
correct.
Not part of the drum brake.
Jim
Yeah.
Mackey. I relate to him.
Yeah, the safety valve.
You guys agree, drivers?
Yep.
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
That sounds about right to me.
Yep, I knew that.
All right. Answer is safety valve.
All right.
Tied
Nice.
up.
All right.
All
Tied up still.
again.
Is it tied up?
Yep. 2
So
to 2.
so we have a tiebreaker here.
Atlas.
Yep. Tiebreaker.
I have one at Atlas. If
He's
you're
got-
out, I got one for you.
We'll come to you.
I got one.
What's the difference between?
I lost
so-
my job at the bank on the first day.
Wait,
The
start
one
over.
Oh, okay. I lost my job at the bank on my first day. The woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
Oh man.
All right.
All right, Joel, go ahead.
So tie-breaking time, right?
It's just,
All right. So
Two-
Kumar, I'm gonna. It's A, B, or C, multiple choice. When I come to you, you're gonna finish the lyrics to this here silly song. Okay.
All right.
Are you ready for this? It's A for effort. All right. Well, I was a truck driving, long hauling ladies, man. My handle was the cream of the crop, until a brouhaha in a 40D bra brought that to a screeching stop. My wife got wind of one of my girlfriends whose brassiere had the busted seam, and she changed my handle to henpeck in a man and wife driving team in a Peterbilt prison, slowest truck on earth. She's in charge like a third shift guard on a rolling Leavenworth. The highway used to be full of thrills. Now it's what? Kumar, is it A, the highway used to be full of thrills, now it's spam and baloney and all these hills? Or is it B, the highway used to be full of thrills, now it's San Quentin on 18 wheels? Or is it C, the highway used to be full of thrills, now it's me and the warden and a lot of bills? Which one of these?
That's great.
Those are all
Which
really
one of these
good.
silly
Okay.
lyrics?
That was our best song ever on the show, Joel.
That was beautiful.
All right.
And these are the best fake lyric answers I've ever heard.
I'm gonna go with the San Quentin one.
What was that, Joel? The San Quentin one. Read the answers again.
The highway.
Can we get the whole song again? Actually?
No.
Can we do the whole thing again?
The highway used to be full of thrills, and is it A? The highway used to be full of thrills, now it's spam and baloney and all these hills? Is it B? The highway used to be full of thrills, now it's San Quentin on 18 wheels? Or is it C? The highway used to be full of thrills, now it's me and the warden and all these bills? What'd you go with?
B.
He went with the San Quentin.
All right, wait.
Jim Mackey?
Drivers. Jim Mackey, you know the song?
I've heard it, but I don't remember it that well. But I'm going to say C.
Okay, he says C. What was C, Joel?
Is it?
The baloney?
No, that was A.
No, the warden. And
The
all
warden was
warden.
C.
Okay, what do you
Warden,
say,
all the
Johnny
bills.
5?
I'm going with C.
Pat?
Makes the most sense.
Pat Franks? Got an idea?
I'm going with C.
How about you,
And they're all ganging up.
Justin
against
Romo,
him.
not Tony?
I was going with B.
Oh, he's
Oh,
agreeing
B.
with Kumar. Okay.
All right. Drum roll. Ready?
Hey, go with that.
Ray? Kevin?
I'm gonna go.
He did go.
Going, gone.
Where are
I'm gonna
you,
go
Ray?
find the atlas.
Kevin, what do you say?
I'm gonna go with C.
You said B.
So the consensus between
Kevin?
C or B now.
All right, well, we got 2 Bs, and Ray and the rest of them said C. Yeah. Oh, let's
All
go.
right.
You have time to Google the lyrics
Why
now
did the coach go to the bank?
to get his quarterback.
That's pretty good.
Oh man.
Was that the answer? Are you waiting on me? Oh, the highway used to be full of thrills, but now it's San Quentin on 18 wheels.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Got
I won.
it.
Wow.
Wow.
You won.
Kumar
So
won.
now every
saving
driver
seed
has to put
money.
$20.
Everybody's got to put. No, I got to pay.
By the way, Ray, do you know what a brouhaha is?
Ray's still in San Quentin.
Apparently he's having
He fell in a black hole.
He took the wrong bridge over the Eagle Pass exit. He's in Mexico right now.
Now he's finding a Mexico
All right, Russ, real
atlas.
quick, let's do this.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Wait,
Mike.
was the answer to that to get his quarterback?
Atlas?
Yeah, that was the answer.
We'll go with that.
You guys just said my name twice. Now I got 2 more to go.
Okay.
He's like Beetlejuice.
Real quick, me and Mike wanted to try something, see if I can get his number. He booked a load on one of his trucks, so we're going to do just a mock call. I'm going to call Mike, and he's the broker. I'm the carrier.
I think it's good too to hear,
give me the
hear
lane.
how
What's the
call
lane?
works.
We're gonna see how close I can get to what Mike got for the load real quick.
All right.
And drivers can help me.
Picks in Holland, Michigan goes to Monrovia, Maryland.
Holland, Michigan. Is that what you said?
Oh, Holland.
Yeah,
What a
picks in
beautiful
Holland.
place in Michigan.
Holland, Michigan.
Okay.
To
We run out of there all the time.
Monrovia, Maryland.
In a van?
Van, 44K on the weight.
Ooh. Oh God, what are you booking?
Is it potatoes in a van? It's fall.
This crap.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah.
Holland, Michigan, picking up, going
In a
to
van.
Monrovia, Maryland, which I don't like going there.
700
700 miles
on the loaded
I was
mile.
gonna say 7. Okay, 600 miles.
Google says 642.
Van. It's
Okay,
heavy.
642.
So
Raycon said 612.
If I call
They lied. Get more money.
if Mike's working for Totally Corrupt Logistics and I call in on this load, bless you.
Yeah, how's the call gonna
I
go?
couldn't get to the mute fast enough, man.
Okay, let me see.
So give it to me, Russ. How's
All right.
the call gonna go?
Mike, I'm calling you about that Holland, Michigan, and Monrovia, Maryland. You
Yeah.
still got that?
It's available.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's available.
Yeah. When's it pick up? What time tomorrow?
Picks at. Let me look that up for you. Let me see here.
What's your MC number?
Oh, it's actually coming out of
MC, all that good
Indianapolis.
stuff.
If it was Totally Corrupt Logistics, they would have
picks
said it's
tomorrow
actually
at
coming out of
4.
Kentucky.
Coming out of
We're
Green
trying
Bay.
to draw
Exactly,
trucks
right?
down there.
Picks at 4:00 tomorrow.
PM 4 in the after 1600, Mike.
Where are you?
So
yeah,
you need,
4:00.
Okay,
4:00 in the afternoon. Delivers Saturday morning at 11:30.
So I'm gonna have to sit all day. So really, it's a Saturday, Friday to Saturday. Okay, I'm about to run at night. My driver's going to run at night. It's 44,000 pounds. Mike, what are you trying to pay?
I mean, I'd like to be at 25.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough, Mike. Come on, it's a Saturday delivery. You got a guy picking up at 4:00 in the afternoon. He has to sit there all day. I think you should be at like 36.
600 miles.
I think 36. Coming out of Michigan though, Mike. Come on.
I can't do 36.
How close can you get? Why don't
Look,
you call
I got-
your boss?
I didn't call your boss.
I can give you all I got in it. I got 28 in it.
You got 28 in it, yeah.
Nah,
Bet you do
I think
more.
I'm gonna
Bet
have to
you do.
pass. I think I'm gonna have to pass on that one, Mike. I'll keep looking. How much did you book it for?
37.
I would have hit you. See, I hit him right where he got. I like that.
By the way, that's 600
I
again.
could have got you. Yeah, I could have got you to 32 to take it at 32 or 33.
You might have, but I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have took it because of the weight. Because that's a good area. We haul out of there a lot. Kevin, you know, I mean, we can find stuff up there in a van for lighter weight. But 37's good on 6. Who was that for?
Dollar.
And that's Friday for Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
And
load.
so did he sit? Did he sit and keep his clock fresh the whole day and then ran it straight?
What's that?
Did he sit?
He picked it up on a he picked it up on a Thursday afternoon after he delivered and delivered it Saturday morning.
Delivered it Saturday too. It's okay. And you reloaded him out of there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually part of his he was the one that did almost $4 a mile in and out of there. Well, that $4 a mile was him starting in New Jersey too. So
Yeah.
I kind of just ran them back and forth. He did
So
really well.
you want to know what the ranges are on DAT on rate view for that lane?
No.
Yeah, what is it?
Russ.
No, I said.
so the rest end of the totem pole, the 26.21. So the bottom end here for the last 7 days was 26.21 on the bottom and 31.66 on the top from everybody that's reporting.
You know what I looked at? I felt like it's a headache load. It's you got to sit and wait. It's a Saturday delivery. I don't know if I can reload. It's 44,000 pounds. I'm at 36.
Yeah, I'm billing him to stay till Monday in case he has to. And
Exactly.
34 and be fresh.
You
But,
gotta have
the funny
enough.
thing is, if it was Total Corrupt Logistics, they would have posted it as 12,000. You would have waited all day, so you had no other load to pick up at 4.
They
and
would
then
have
you
said it
show
pick-
up and it's 44, and they say, well, if you like to leave, you can, but we can't issue a truck order not used. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
And
you
it would
know
have
what,
picked up in
Christian?
Kentucky.
I've been running one or two of my guys from doing that north to south Ohio to like the Carolinas or Virginia or even the Midwest to the East Coast and through the mountains there. But I've been getting really good money. I kind of the guys that are in these lease trucks. I know the fuel's a little bit more on heavy loads, but I can get good money going north and south on some of those.
Yeah.
Coming through those mountains.
Our team sits there pretty well. It's similar to that too, and I think it's funny when you look at the comparative rates on a shipper to carrier on DAT rate view. So our floor that we just talked about was 2,600. The floor on shipper to carrier, there's still people taking that for $1,700. And
Did
to
you
me,
check
that's
the Atlas for the miles on that, Mike?
Wow.
It takes guts to be an organ donor. If you didn't.
Go ahead, Christian.
No, that was really it. That's all I had. I was just showing that if you're still contracting with a shipper directly and you're not bumping your rates up to the market, you need to go.
Not only that,
run
if you're
a
out there, booking yourself, whatever, dispatchers, that you need to get all the money you can right now, especially through Christmas, because they're not coming down.
Well, and that's the thing for drivers. I know Pat Franks is on here. He books himself most of the time. Justin Romo, he does too. Justin, you're a rock star at it. I mean, I got to tell you, I'm not putting your business out there. I'm not going to say what you make, Justin, but I do our payroll on our fleet, and this dude kills it every week, unless he's home. That's it. And going home on a low week and making a couple grand is very low for Justin. He does great. So, but everybody out there, man, if you're not asking for the money that you, just because they tell you one thing when you call on a load, if you're calling on a load that's a spot market load, just because they tell you one thing doesn't mean that's the market on it. You know, use your gut, do some research, look on DAT, Truck Stop, wherever, Freight Waves, find out what the market is, but also go with your gut. I didn't look that up. Mike didn't tell me that lane. Those three things popped up to me. Heavy, go into an area that I don't like. I might get stuck on the weekend. It's got to be worth it. And that's where I came up with my number.
Yeah. And if they're not stuttering at your price, you're not high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you can do it in a very respectful way. You can make them feel good about it.
Mike,
and I think the biggest thing is when I say, I'm sorry, that's all our customer has in it. You know, can you do it for this? It's not my problem. You don't have the rates with your customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike and I'll tell you, I just want to say this, speaking of that, because not reaching too high. I'm not going to say the driver. I'm not going to say the load, but Mike knows what I'm talking about. We booked a load together. We booked a load together late last week. We were both on the call, and it was Mike posted the truck, and we were both working it together. And when the guy called, Mike got me on the phone. We both were talking to him, and he hit us at one number. It was like 1,800, wasn't it, Mike? I think.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, not this, not for this lane. This is not going to work. And so he asked where we would need to be, and Mike hit him at $3,000. And immediately, if Mike was sitting next to me, he wasn't. We were on the phone. If he was sitting next to me, I would have kicked him in the shins because I was thinking 36. He knew it too, and I knew it, but we rolled with it. And the guy still couldn't do it. He's like, well, I got to call my boss and all that. So we actually told him, just call us back. We're gonna, we'll wait 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah. And he called right back, and they took it. Yeah. And it was still.
He asked me
load.
To come down. So here's the thing with him, Russ. And I talked. He did ask. I said I already shot myself in the foot, man. I'm not.
He did tell him when he called back, because we should have said 36. Maybe we'd have gotten mid threes.
But here's the thing. I know we wouldn't have got it because when I was talking to that guy after you hung up, and he goes, man, my boss is bitching at me, but it's not my fault. He should get more money from his customer.
Yeah.
He said he's bitching at me because he's losing money on this.
He didn't bid it right.
True story.
And because he was just a go-between, trying to find a truck for it, and we were talking for a few minutes, and he's like, "I'm over here getting,
And honestly, in our defense, Mike, it was still a really good load. It was with the deadhead, and I'm not going to go into details on the load. With the deadhead, it was about 1,100 miles, and you land in a good area at the end of it.
Yeah.
So for $3,000. And it was a Saturday morning, and there wasn't a lot of loads. So it was about 7:30 in the morning. So it was a good load. We took it. It's $3 a mile almost.
But I talked to that guy after, and he told me, he's like, man, my boss is on me, bro.
Yeah.
He's like he needs to ask for more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news actually on the van case. We have a suspect, local Dayton man.
That's the picture.
Michael Henson.
What do you do?
This is the lead
the alleged
suspect in the van case.
Yeah, he was having
relations with the
van. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, this is him.
The grill. The grill guy.
Apparently, he had relations with the van and then passed out in a yard. Police
he got a hematoma of his right eye.
He was sober.
No, actually, surprisingly not. He was apparently appeared to be intoxicated when police arrived after receiving a call of him walking down the streets pantless and jumping on a stop sign.
It's like the Florida man that was running from the police and stripped his clothes off to run faster, and the stakes fell out. All right, guys. Man, what a great show. Congratulations to CJ Sneed. Congratulations to Boo Candace from Alaska. Awesome, man. I was really happy to finish that contest and give those away. Closing out the show, Atlas, all our drivers, thanks for being on. It's been great. I want to have you guys back again. You got one more for the road, Atlas? Come on.
Yeah, you bet. Just to leave it off with the fishing competition and everything, if I were you guys, I would avoid sushi. It's a little fishy.
All right, closing out the show, Truckworks Kenworth of Dothan, Alabama. Over-the-road apparel, work clothes for the modern-day trucker. Prime Wellness and Performance in San Antonio, Texas. That's Louis Vasquez, our friend of the show. His place, a Super Bowl 50 champion. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget the beard contest. Don't shave or trim it up. Trim it up however you want, but don't shave it off. $250 at Christmas time. And if anyone has anything else,
I do.
Go ahead.
Knowles.
Forgot to shout out Al's Quality Market.
Shout out to Al's Quality Market. Thank you, Al, for Al. His name's Denny.
Thanks, Al.
I always do that. The market's a 100-year-old market. Denny bought it several years back and kept the name. It's a
Shout out, Al.
Yeah, but shout out to Al and Denny.
Yeah, thank you, Al.
Anyway, if you don't have anything else, thanks everybody. See ya. Have a great, safe week, and go Browns, go Guardians, and go Cavaliers.